Hello, hello. We are back with map number 3. It's going to be a good one. We are getting in right into it here with pistol round underway as we head into the map. It's going to be third impact getting that CT side start. I think they won the knife round, so they will be getting that. So I mean, I don't know what's that to say. We didn't even get to see much of their CT side on it in Inferno, and their CT side on Nuke did look a little bit lackluster here, but doing the classic triple con setup, as we so often see on Overpass. We'll see if it works out for him. Shake's certainly going to walk into this, but can do some damage here. He finds that first, and he's expecting that second as well. The flashbang comes through. Brett with a nice response, and now the peaks are following up here. Cooper going to get himself a nice couple of shots there, but Walker is able for the trade. And look at Grape's patience. It pays off. It's B-Will's now left alone in a round that seems so fitting for this series, as B-Will's able to pick up the bomb. Can't find the first headshot, and the double peek is good from third impact.
It's a quick 3K from Walker, and yeah, well, this is supposed to be Triumph's map. This is what Triumph is made for, but it's going to be third impact picking up the first round nevertheless. Again, just a quick, I mean, it's the con setup to counter the con rush, and that's exactly what happens. So,
yeah, I thought it was going to get dismantled there after that first pick, but good recovery.
Yeah, I think Shake saw Shake did a really interesting individual thing. He saw the leg of Brett jiggle peeking, and he's like, okay, they don't know I'm pushing up, and then Dane just loses his head. But after that, it just kind of all falls apart. So, in any case, into round number 2. Already up short our Triumph. They have the nades primed, and Dane is about to receive an airstrike. A little welcome gift from above, and 60 is going to be able to trade him out with the block. But Brett with the MP9, long range, gooses up B-Wills, and will he be able to set down the bomb? No, he will not. Grape gets it all done. 9, and cash in their wallets for third impact. And not much there for Triumph. They will be able to buy in, though.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly enough, Dane, I don't know if it was like a heads-up play or what, but he somehow was able to kind of avoid that nade stack. Took like only 60 or so damage from it, so a really good idea from Triumph. I love that play. Doesn't quite work out in this case, and a lot of money farmed up here. It's a bonus round coming through for the CT side, and they're going for the aggression here. Cooper trying to watch for the push, but they're already so close. Deep smoke goes in. Cooper going to be isolated, but now they rest, follow suit in towards playground, and it's going to be a really tough fight for the CTs to win. I've seen this go awry often times, and now with just Dane in this position, it's a lot of commitment here. They've got, luckily, the support of Grape, but I don't know how much he can do. He finds the first, but it's a 1-for-1 trade here. And information gained, but then now the pressure lies on the back of Grape. He's going to peek out, and he gets deleted. Cooper with a beautiful headshot.
Yeah, Grape had to go for at least 2 there, but instead he goes for 0, and going into this 3-on-4, but the round still hangs in the balance. And if you look on your mini-map, look at Brett go. He's pushing all the way into back connector, leaving the B bombs like completely empty, but it's the right read. Insane here in connector with his teammate. Walker here at long.
Yes, a lot of pressure on Walker's back right now. Looks like they might not even go for them, and Beals catches the flank. Heads up play from the Triumph members here. A couple different options now, as they could make their way down connector. They're going to run into a brick wall of Insane, but that brick wall, well, it's not very sturdy. B-Will's going to knock it down, and that should be a round 1 for Triumph. The bonus round gets punished. I don't think that they'll be too upset about that, but still, could have gone a little more in the way of third impact. It seems like they've lost out at a lot of the fights they were trying to take.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's the bonus round, but rounds are rounds. That's 1 going over into Triumph's back pocket. And Walker will be off to save his 4. Anyways, AK is just going to be in the hands of Triumph, hopefully, unless any of them some mishap happens at the bomb site, but don't think that should be the case, and this round should settle peacefully if all the bomb detonates. Full.
Yeah, I mean, luckily Walker does get out. It seemed like if the timing went just a little bit more in their way, if maybe Brett didn't go down in that flank, that they could have really utilized Walker in that long position to get some kills, but unfortunately they never get it just never comes to his way. I feel like he could have been so useful from that position, or maybe going for a little aggression, but obviously realizing that 2020 is, or hindsight is 2020, but Either way, we will get that third round buy-in for Triumph, or rather, third impact. Jeez. But Og's in the hand of Brett, and they're going for that same full investment. A couple of MP9s in the hands, and we'll see if they're able to get this round here. It'd certainly be a big motivator, big momentum builder for third impact.
Yeah, it's going to be the walkout playground. Viz and Cooper in tandem with the bomb on the back of Shake Zola in tow, so it's going to be the run up long. For now, this mid-round is just going to be playing out. It's all into the hands of Shake. He's the one making the calls here. Everything is intentional here for Triumph, but that flash in long, that's a little bit of a spanner in the works, but it's instantly removed. Saying he gets the info, but is the info worth his life?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a really good play. I just don't think the flash quite made it deep enough, or at least anti-flash, a heads-up play from Triumph, as we're starting to see that solidity in this map, or rather this decider coming through from Triumph. Maybe just a slightly bigger map pool than third impact here, but I'm not over yet. And this position from Dane could certainly do some damage here. That head kind of hard to hit there with some backup coming through from that player. So you get smalled off, and yeah, Dane gonna fire away with one kill. Fizz, on the other side of things, gonna get dismantled. Well, once again, we're watching Walker as a solo player. This time, he's gonna commit a little bit more here. Holding things down from heaven. They're going to walk into him slowly but surely, but not an easy angle here to hold off from. He's getting spotted out.
I'm waiting for him to get trucked.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't be surprising. He actually does. I mean, I was expecting the same, but nice kill on the Cooper.
But it's all he's going to get. As he will scamper away with an AUG, but that ain't much consolation. Also, well, Viz is hunting out towards the bathrooms. Well, was. Like he wants to keep onto his weapons as well. The Triumph economy isn't in a great state to go hunting. So if a free one presents itself, it does. Actually, Walker's he's walking to his demise. I don't think he knows that.
Oh, it looks like he's aware.
The timing,
look at this hold.
The timing. No way. Walker? Oh, he gets it.
Gets out of dodge as well. Looks like 60 not interested in aggressing either. So Walker so far on a nice 5 KD. No deaths yet on his side, but...
I'm pretty sure all of those were exit frags, but hey, nothing to take away from it.
Yeah, certainly.
Actually, they did get a 3K on the pistol, so sorry, Walker, if you're watching this in the pod. In any case, it's going to go to be the buy-in, and it's going to be the eco for third impact. So, this should be a whitewash of a round for Triumph, if everything goes according to plan, that is.
Yeah, certainly.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, whoa.
You go ahead there. It's all you.
Not.
I'm trying to ban someone from my chat, so.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Hey, keep chat friendly, you salty betters. Be nice. This is a high pressure situation here for both teams, so it's important to show some respect there in the chat. Learn it. Also English only, please. But other than that, we do got the round underway here. It does look like a full B stack, and Triumph showing some serious patience right now on this T side. Not making any commitments there. Or gets swung open, and look at this. They've got a triple boost. One player gets spotted out, though, and that might cause a little bit of confusion here. It should be a free kill from Brett. They clear this boost. They don't quite peek it yet. Oh, this boost should do some wonders. What are they going to shoot? What on earth? Finally, they shoot. One kill goes forward. Now they have the read here, and they're still walking into the AUG of Walker. Walker gets traded, but now the USPs are coming. No way they get anything else done. Yeah, Shake going to close it out. That round, I feel like, had so much potential, but that second kill had to go underway, and the USPs just didn't quite do the job.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, Cooper looking confused and dazed as he's getting shot up by Insane. If anyone doesn't know that, that's the casting call from the Olaf boost. But
that was the first tournament that I ever watched in CS:GO.
What was mine? I think I watched. So I didn't watch it live. I was 11 years old during when DreamHack Winter 2014 went up, and I think it was like in the January after it. I watched the whole VOD of the entire tournament, and I got no counter sports. So, hey, don't judge me. I was 11 years old, and I didn't really care if things were live or not. I didn't actually know. I didn't know HLTV existed back then, so I didn't know actually who won or lost. So it was still very tense moments for me. But of course,
I don't judge. I watch VODs all the time. I try and avoid Twitter after games in, so I can still watch the some matches after and see who wins. It's fun stuff. And you don't always have time, especially as an 11-year-old. You're busy doing 11-year-old things.
Yeah, playing Minecraft.
That's what I was doing when I was 11. But we will get into Counter-Strike here. You know, enough of the Minecraft.
I have plenty of Minecraft stories, bro. I have a whole novel, man, written out. Honestly, though, I'll probably bring it up some other time, but it's still a gun round in from third impact, and Triumph have taken all this space towards the bomb site, and Shake Zola is going to be flying in. The rest of his teammates are in tow, and 60 with the bomb in hand gets a free bomb site to set this one down, and an interesting couple of options on the cards for third impact. Again, they have one kit on Walker, and well, looking at the utility belts, you say, oh, they have a lot of utility. They don't have a smoke, and that is the most important thing you can have in this retake. But the double nades on the Shake, they're going to go for it anyways. Who cares about the smoke? What if they're going to be walking into the B-Wills blender? And 60 finds a headshot onto Walker. Insane onto Shake Zola. And this round ends pretty abruptly for Triumph.
I don't know what that was. They just gave up a bomb site for free. I don't know. There's not many teams you can get away with that with. I mean, unless you've got that smoke that you mentioned, that key piece of utility. You saw a nice attempt with the flashbangs to support there, but that round's not going to go your way if you don't try and at least make some sort of attempt towards the A-bomb site, or at least try and stall out for some rotates. I'm not sure. Maybe third impact just conceding a little bit too much map control, and that was kind of the case there with third impact you saw on Nuke. They were giving up so much map control, and it was a lot of space being created from Triumph. The same case here in round number 6. But either way, we're now in round number 7, and we'll see if they can recover.
Oh, this is a good setup. Monster push. Dane flashes in, and Shake Zola loses the bomb. Cooper misses a shot. Brett through his teammate finds Cooper's head, and this round has spiraled out of control for Triumph. Biz is trying to stabilize, and 60 there was great, but unfortunately it still goes down into this 2 versus 2, and the bomb is in CT control, and Brett's gonna line him up. But the monster push works wonders. Shake Zola gets caught out alone, and everything just falls apart. Third impact with the Deagles making it work.
Brett with a brilliant little deeg shot through his teammate. That was fun to watch, and a closer as well. A really well timed peek towards the short pipes, making set. They do get that round in a pretty clean fashion as well. It was just like pistols and FAMAS's really. The aggression works out, and that's the sort of plays that I think need to come more often if you're third impact. You need to start taking map control, being more in the face of third impact, or rather Triumph, as they're trying to hold down these parts of the maps, and there it just works wonders. You see the first time that they really go on the aggressive, it works out so well.
This final that there still is a buy-in from Triumph, so damage wasn't necessarily enough. So they still will be able to shoot back in this one, but that is a huge boost to whatever third impact had going. It's gonna be just some standard mid-control here from Triumph. I don't know what to call this. Everyone calls it like park, sand, short, everyone party. There were like 30 different callouts for just walking out that mid area, but hey, I'm gonna call it mid. Anyway, 16, that's a free head.
Ooh. I mean, you really can't be going for that boost with the door wide open. I don't know if they do it with broken open, but or at least having to pay attention. But yeah, that's a
risky.
nice catch out there from 60. Could have caught in the spam there, but I think he got a little bit tricky with his knife work. But anyways, that opens up a big part of the map there. You're gonna see a 2-2 split. You might see a rotator in the form of Walker, who's kind of committing back and forth. 20 seconds left, and that smoke from Insane should buy enough time there. Walker, when is he going to make his move? It seems like finally he will, and now it's going to come down to just the 2 players on B. It's Dane with 1, and they're not able to. Great blocks him out. There's only 12 seconds left, and they're doing a wonderful job of pulling these down. Finally, it's a trade. 2 kills go forward, and all of a sudden, the round is... Oh my god, Cooper! Can he get the bomb down? He does, in fact, but he can stick it. There's a no kit. This could be disastrous there. He's off the bomb, but Shake, he's too smart. He doesn't bite the fake. Walker getting a little bit uncomfortable. Once again, going to tap the bomb there. 2 sticks. Here's Scope. Will he go for it? Look at the play from Shake. So patient. If Walker only had a kit, the round would have been over. But no.
Ice in his veins, man.
Yeah, Shake. Too smart, man.
He knows exactly what's up. I mean, I'm not even sure how he knows he doesn't have a kit. So that was heads-up play from Jake Zola, and it wins the round for Triumph and puts Third Impact back to square one. They won the half buy, but they're gonna have to do it again, as they're gonna be on another one, you would think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just a perfectly calculated round there. I think that what was going through Shake's head is that if he did have a kit, he'd obviously stick it. Knew where the last player was, and so, you know, he has to either give up the round and play back, or go for the aggression, you know, jump out of heaven and then risk the chance that he, you know, possibly dies. And I think that that is a risk that he was willing to take, and really well calculated. I imagine that was the case, at least from Shake, but phenomenal 1v1 there. A good attempt, though, on the B side hold. It really looked like it was going their way, but a nice couple of entries as well go through from Triumph, and now they're staring down the barrel of a 6th round here with the broken money of Third Impact.
Yeah, it's just going to be the pistols out. Brett's going to take a little bit of a...
He's taking a breather. He needs it.
Yeah, just get... I mean, hey, he's hit a couple of nice deal shots, and he's going to go and hype himself up, but Cooper just able to knock down Insane. And, well, Walker is out here towards long, but not for much longer. That shakes Zola. We'll go ahead and give him a nice piece of lead to the dome. B-Wills takes one to his dome, but that ain't lethal. And this one should be a swimming, what is it, non-turbulent round for Triumph.
Yeah, definitely a lack of turbulence in this one.
Wait, hold up. Hold up. Look at Grape go. Oh, wait, he's getting watched. Never mind. All right.
Seems about fitting.
Yeah. No. You get your hopes up, and then they get quickly shot down. Now, Brett. He got himself hyped up at the start of this round. Maybe he's on for the 1 versus 5. Not sure. But his position might go unchecked on this A side exit. So, might be a couple of nice deagle shots in store for us. Give us a little bit of a treat here, Brett. How about it? Nice. There will be none.
Yeah,
didn't
great.
eat our veggies. Didn't get no sweets. So.
Unfortunately, the nice little break for Brett wasn't good enough for the high pressure situation of a 1v5.
Yeah.
But it will be an op handed over to Walker, so able to take that duel. I feel like this is the first time we've seen the op out of Walker on the CT side for Overpass, at least. So we'll see if they're able to get anything done with that. It's certainly gonna need to make a presence here. It does look like Triumph are inching towards that partially winning the half. You'd argue, you know, what side map this is favoring, but definitely going to be happy with even scoreline here for sure, as Triumph are looking well versed in Overpass.
Yeah, completely agreed. I mean, instantly, like right off the bat, even early in this game, they were looking much more confident than they were on Inferno. They were just making solid calls straight out. And they were just advancing with confidence. They were shooting with confidence too. I mean, looking at that scoreboard, everyone really lagging behind for Triumph. Gonna turn into this short control though. Transition to this B execute. Cooper walking forward. Press to his scope. 60 toe.
This water control.
Yeah, they could catch out Third Impact. They're so quiet that Third Impact have no info on this.
Oh, that's a great
What a nade. That's 100 points worth of damage there, but will it matter in this execute as Shake Zola is going to be advancing forward, gets clotheslined, but does get shot in the back. Cooper there with the refrag, but the bomb is down in pit, And I mean, there's honestly not a lot of space here on the bomb site. 20 seconds and Walker from up above. B-Wills gets spotted, but Walker is going to take the brunt of the damage. But he's going to have to somehow plant this bomb in 10 seconds, and he doesn't like his chances either. He's going to collect an op and run to the hills.
Yeah, I mean, Walker doing great work there with the op, able to secure that round. Also, the nade helped out a lot on that hold. Perfectly timed from Grape. He does get instantly clothesline, like you said. And that was a little bit of a anticlimactic ending for that round for him. But yeah, it was a great round all together. It seemed like they had the right read. 4 players stacked over towards the B bomb site for that execute. And I thought that Triumph, with that, you know, really slow, really methodical water control, we're going to be able to maybe catch the CTs off guard. Not the case.
Yeah, Dane was able to hold it down from the back of the bomb site. And just a couple of angles went unchecked. As well as Walker just getting a nice 2K for himself, cleaning up. But again, despite losing the round, Triumph still have a bye. Their money has yet to be broken, it seems, for this entire half. It's going to be another slow and methodical round for Triumph, though. And they're confident in this. And this is exactly the type of style that is being talked about, that I've talked about before. Is that Triumph they're trying to be that structured team, and you can see them taking these slow defaults. They're trying to juice out the CT utility and everything they got, and sort of their patience as well. And their impact have to have some resilience on the CT side if they really want to stand toe-to-toe with Triumph.
Certainly have to put a lot of that game plans into the IGL's, you know, back pocket there, playing that slow, methodical default style of CS is Shake's bread and butter. When you're working with new cores, you gotta be able to be adaptive and, you know, build up that strong fundamental CS there. And B-Will's catches a little bit of his butt sticking out, and Danger is going to capitalize, although they're still into the site there. Brett gets taken down, and this should be a second. Walker, though, holding steady. He denies the bomb plant at the very least. Can he get traded? He will, but it's a 2v3 situation. Bomb going to be comfortably planted towards Optimus. Does go down. Good grenade from Grape. Once again, doing that util damage here. They have to find this trade. Shake gets the first, but instantly traded. Now it's just 60 and a 1v1 versus Dane. AK out in hand, and Dane going to close it down in a very tense 1v1 here. Will get the op as his reward as well, or at least Walker's reward, but either way, round in his favor, and a really great hold there. Walker, he needed to get that kill on site to delay out the round to buy time so the rotates. He did that. He did fall shortly after, but you gotta give some credit to the op. That was a high pressure situation.
Yeah, and good team play and communication there from Third Impact, sticking together, and they're expecting the bank push from Shake, and he only goes 1 for 1. 60 does bring it down to 1 versus 1, admittedly, but Danger still hits the shot. It's going to be 6-5, but again, bomb plant in for Triumph will allow them to keep the money in their pocket and keep guns in their hands. As it looks like it's going to be a straight-up B rush. They're going to wait for this molly to fade and then hit the gas.
Huge change of pace here from Triumph.
They're switching it up on them. And here it goes. Great, holding with an MP9. Instant trade out. Now it's just leaving Brett and Dangerous in the pit, but who's really poor is Brett looking to keep going, and he's going to get 2. Could have gotten a 3rd there. B-World with a nice refrag, but the CTs are going to be fast into the bomb site, but B-World with a 1-tap. And Walker left in 1-2. He gets a tag on a B-Wills, but surprisingly, he only feels like 7 damage. Yeah. When Cooper will put him down. That is incredible stuff, but at the end of the day, it's Triumph emerging from the dust.
Yeah, that's a thick set of wood right there on the B bomb site. Yeah, only like, what? He was low, and that bullet nailed him. I thought that was going to kill him. But that is a great recovery there from Triumph. Major heroics from B-Wills on the low HP back of sight. Unbelievable round from him. He needed to do just that extra kill, that last kill, to trade onto his high HP teammate, and he did that. He did his job and then some, so huge shout out to B-Wills in that round, but should be enough for an 8th as well. Look at the economy of the Third Impact. It's pretty much in shambles here.
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. There you go. They're in the doldrums right now, as I like to say. And just this should be 8 for Triumph and even potentially 9 because loss bonus for third impact is looking great. Bring in a full buy. Maybe some scrappy He's in towards a long bathroom, straight into the stack, but the molly is there, and they're completely ready for it. The Graves and Brent, not with reply. Brent able to find 2, but at the underside of the map, it is just a slaughter. Unfortunately, B-Wills does stand tall, doesn't flinch. Triumph, all right.
That was dicey. Again, B-Wills with some heroics. Gets those last 2 headshots towards long because his teammate, he is low. I mean, realistically, those peaks weren't given up if the collapse didn't come through quick enough. That could have been a dicey round there for sure, but either way, 8th secured for Triumph, and they're going to win the half, no doubt. But the question is, can they make this lead more comfortable? Certainly swinging that momentum back wouldn't be the ideal thing to do, giving it back to third impact with those last 2 rounds. But either way, does Cooper clear this? He does. Heads up play from Cooper. Making sure he does his due diligence. That is a great start. Brett take it down, and that's a real heavy hitter on third impact out of the round early on.
Yeah, I know. And there we go. 4 on 5 early. And already it's just 4. Danger is even copping a little bit of spam. It's going to be a slow grind of a round from Triumph. And again, I mean, if you're third impact, you have to start deploying this utility. And those utility belts are already looking pretty empty. Walker and Grave without a drop. And wherever they go, it's going to be this information play for third impact. They're not going to get any frags, but all the knowledge is there. And they're going to try and send what they can to this A bomb site, but it's already not enough. They're going to have a maximum of 2 players here. You would think. As Triumph playing the slow and methodical style, they had a gap in the defense, but now that gap has been closed.
Oh, they got the whole team over on an A-bomb site here as well.
Yeah, they are confident, but again, they still have to frag out, and this execute from Triumph is potent at that. It's going to be everyone here at Truck, a party straight through the smoke boat for B-Wills. Viz as well on a Walker. This is they're just getting mauled. They have the entire team there, but there's not much else behind it. Sheikh Zola is able to remove the head of Insane, and it's 9-5. They had the entire team there, but does it even matter?
I mean, I have a fundamental disagreement with the fact that that was a headshot from B-Wills there. I mean, somehow tracks him through the smoke.
Oh.
That's not quite it. Might have to hit some updates here after the match.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, you live it. Oh, here we go. Maybe a little late, but look at this. What? Yeah.
What even is that? I know.
I mean, you get just blessed, and B-Wills, he's certainly been blessing Triumph right now. All throughout the series, he's been playing pretty level, you know, discounting Inferno, of course, but hard to make your impact when you're down 16-2. But either way, just the Deagles being brought out here. We've seen some serious work being done with third impact Deagles, but certainly going to be around that they're looking to convert. 9-6 half is not all that far. It makes it feel like that gap's just so much closer than a like 10-5.
Yeah, I know. It's been a couple of solid rounds, but it's been Triumph putting a lot of these in a row. And again, it's been the money for third impact. Their economy has been ruined for most, or if not the majority of this half. So, I mean, Triumph, I mean, they might be losing rounds, but their money is not getting broken. So, they just fight right back. So, anyways, this is a chance for third impact to stabilize. Put up a 9-6, which is not a terrible scoreline. They're still at a disadvantage, but it's something that is easily attainable. Hold on.
The flash gets blocked by the train. Dang, gotta pick up one. They're walking into this phenomenal crossfire there. Although it's all going the way of Triumph. I say that, but Insane trying to stop this progression. They still got Walker here. 10 seconds. They've got to get a bomb plant, and Insane's dropped on B-Wills now in the 1v2. Jumping up, and it's a 6th round with the heroics on third impact to save the day. Oh, man. That train, I think, could have been the difference maker. It blocked that flash, and it would have destroyed Dane.
Yeah, and he's able to get 2 from that position, and that is somewhat catastrophic, though. I mean, is it round changing? Maybe, maybe not.
I
But
would say certainly.
in a scenario where it does end up with only 2 players surviving for Triumph, and again, that one player who wasn't blind gets 2 kills. There's definitely, I mean, maybe call for order at Valve.
I
You
mean,
can hear this.
Third Impact Express delivered with that train. A 6th round. I mean, this doesn't look like quite the train willing to stop a flashbang, but wherever it is. Oh, here it is. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. That's the culprit right there. Did Triumph dirty.
While we're in halftime, I could talk about. There's a couple of interesting things. You can throw a decoy on the tracks, and I think you've seen that it can stop the train. But
really,
yeah, it would stop the train. I think this was a prior, like it would just freeze it in the middle of the tracks. But
could you imagine a lineup for the CTs, making it like hard to throw nades?
Made them up, but eventually Valve patched it. So if there's a decoy on the tracks, the train won't spawn. So now if you're a T side and you really don't want the train to spawn, you could consider throwing a decoy up onto the tracks or a train.
Triumph. I mean, they're gonna have nightmares about that train. Like, I mean, that flash. Like, it was lined up. It would have popped like right here. Dane was right there. That's a full blind. I mean, maybe it wasn't far enough. It's tough to say, but I mean, well, you could always think in what ifs. I like to imagine that the train is going to live rent free in Triumph's head tonight if they do not close this match out.
Yeah. Triumph are watching the stream right now and are just looking up online. How do we stop the train with the decoy? So, yeah, but by any means, Triumph's still with the lead in the half, and they're going into the CT side. People say this is the favored side. It does have very fast rotates, but again, to contest both sides of the map, you do have to overextend very far. So, the Overpass is a gigantic map. So, opportunity. Honestly, okay, maybe I'm wrong about it being gigantic, but it feels gigantic. What I will say. Like it like from long to
it definitely feels like it's a really big map. I mean, you can argue that it kind of makes this part of the map kind of hard to control. Same with all of really A site, as you so often see the CTs kind of early in the round concede that part of the map.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you've got really 2 options in terms of A defenses, and that's to, you know, aggressively peek, which requires a lot of util, a lot of coordination, and really a lot of individual skill, or you kind of do what Third Impact did a lot of the times, and you play right here in CT spawn, like trying to your best to hold on to for dear life, and maybe go for a retake.
Yeah, that's what I love about Overpass. It leaves you a lot of options, a lot of ways to play the map. You can play it very passive, you can play it aggressive, you could low grind. There are a lot of fun executes. I mean, honestly, the B bomb site is one of the most fun bomb sites to attack. Unless you get sprayed down all in the monster tunnel, but
you see a lot of creative fast B executes being, you know, made. Maybe not so much in Premiere, although you certainly, actually, exactly in Premiere is probably where you see a lot of it. This map is played in Premiere, has to be more than any other map, it feels like, at least.
Yeah, I think every team has.
Definitely last season.
Yeah, I mean, just naming it off the top of my head, Assault, Triumph. I mean, we're looking at Third Impact
High Coast
right
as
now.
well.
High Coast. Bad News Bears play this map. Secret Club have it in their pool. If I get myself
RBG as well.
Yeah, I've seen Rise Esports Club are playing. Or they just played on it right now. I'm not saying that necessarily their map. They got rolled 16-9, but but I mean, like, it seems like everyone here in Premiere, they don't ban Overpass, and everyone can play it. By any means, let's see if Third Impact can play this T side out, because it's a bit of utility on Dangerous and Insane. Let's see how Insane smoke up. This one, it might just be for Heaven.
The train is active. Okay, we're not gonna see it. Okay. He moves forward. I thought Insane was gonna throw his flash.
Straight up BXQ, B-Wills! Oh. B-Wills with the double! That is incredible! Now he's firing through the smoke, trying to gather himself a second, but Dangerous with an instant headshot on the Viz. B-Wills is still alive and kicking on this bomb site, though. And the bomb has been dropped towards bridge. This is an incredible reposition. Another head for him. He decides to take off the silencer for a moment. A little bit of disrespect there, but Dangerous still here, trying to clutch this one out. And B-Wills with all 4.
God, what a hero. Again, 4 kills in pistol. That is just pure heroics.
And they're all clean headshots at that. They are, I mean, what a way to put Triumph on 10. That is some crispy shooting there from B-Wills. And it's going to be third impact on Eco. They are that devastated by it, they didn't want to buy up.
That is so rough there. They didn't even get a bomb plan as well because of B-Wills, how effective he was at knocking them down. And now they have an opportunity to make some cash, and Shake will do that. As well as B-Wills on the other side of the map, continuing his farm towards the B side here. Is that a touchdown? Oh, I thought it was going to land on Dane's head, but does get out of dodge just in time here. I mean, at this point, if you're third impact, you can maybe hope for a bomb plan. It'd be a tall order, a tough ask. Shake maybe gonna make his dreams come through, but doesn't really fall short there. Cooper drops bomb, and Walker, he's left in a very dire position here. Cooper chasing him down. That is a nice little headshot, but it's one better from Cooper. He's got the better weaponry. He's got the better armor, and Shake gonna get himself a double there as money stacks in the way of Triumph. Now, this buy round here, if they go for the bonus and they succeed, it can really put a damper on third impact. It can be a good demoralizer for Triumph if they can confirm, if they can try and get this third round here going.
Yeah, even if, I mean, you mentioned a demoralizer, but it's also getting to 12 rounds, and that deficit is starting to get a bit out of hand. This is a necessary round for third impact. Whether it comes to the round count or the general mental of what's in third impact's heads. For now, it's going to be some sort of forward aggression towards playground here. As you can see, B-Wills on playing up close towards long. Shake Zola sees a couple of shoulders, but he gets his head removed. B-Wills trying to fight out for long, and a team kill in from Dane Joris will throw Triumph into the man advantage, but only for so long, as there's still more to be said from third impact, or maybe from Triumph. But Insane with the headshot onto B-Wills. 2 on 3. Cooper close with the MP9 is going to put $600 into his wallet. 60 with his completes a double with the FAMAS. Going to go grab himself an AK for his prize.
That was
12-6.
That was a really well played round there from Triumph. They had the collapse on the A side of the map. It was a much different style than we saw third impact's bonus round go, where they kind of committed to the solo play, and granted, third impact, they did kind of pick it up a little bit faster, which probably helped them out quite a bit. We'll see if they're able to respond with just the Tech 9s, but it looks like they're going for a fast play here, so I'll cut that a little bit short. But overall, just fast water control taken. But I mean, continuing on there, it was just a collapse there towards long, and having that con presence as well. Very effective from Triumph. There's a fast B play coming through. B-Wells holding strong with 2, getting it at 30 well. B-Wells is ready to close this one out. Third impact, you had a nice try. You had your second map. You had your fun, but B-Wells has had enough. And he gets a 4K. My God.
25 and 10. 2 4Ks in one half. And now, I mean, it's 13-6. I mean, at this rate, he's going to be at 40. Might as well let third impact get a little bit more, a couple more rounds. And so B-Wills is quickly on track to making his way to 40. He has 8 kills this half so far.
Yeah, they just cannot find an answer. B-Wills is, I mean, a shining star right now for Triumph. They're so happy to have them. That's 2 4Ks in 3 rounds here as the bomb gets tossed all around the third impact side there. Little spams being rattled off. Oh, getting close there, Brett. It's good damage on the B-Wills. That is a heavy hitter. He's taken down a half HP. A huge victory if you're third impact. But what on earth is going Insane? Might be having some issues with lag there. It looked like he's
sidestepped the bullet.
Yeah. Oh, but it's not enough. You're gonna need a lot more lag. It's Cooper hitting everything. My God. And like you know, take a good chunk out of B-Wills, but then you have Cooper that you still have to worry about. And it certainly looks like they're getting a little bit down on themselves, although you certainly want Dane in this position. he had that on Viz, I would have started double leave there, but there's a shutdown there, and pause gets called. You have to think, is it too little too late, or maybe is there an opportunity for Third Impact to get themselves back into this game?
Yeah, I mean, it's just been five rounds straight for Triumph, straight out of the gates for themselves here on the CT side, and they haven't really found an answer. B-Wills with 2 4Ks have really just thrown Third Impact into disarray. And while they will be able to bring in a little bit of a scrappy buy, they're gonna have to. It seems like they're gonna take the hard option, the hard pill to swallow, which is giving up a match point over to Triumph and putting their backs against the wall, unless some sort of eco miracle happens. And a wise man once said, oh, sorry, I'm saying this from last broadcast, that every good comeback starts with a force buy victory, or a half buy victory at that. So,
I mean, we saw it on Nuke where they almost did it, but this time Cooper not even gonna deny or allow rather that opportunity there, and they're walking into Shake's AUG. This is very quickly dismantled there. Insane with a Tech 9 there, having a really rough go about it. 1v5, and when rounds go this way, you've got to start to wonder, like, what is the morale looking like? Insane maybe trying to lift them up. Certainly the coach of Lucid doing the same, but a couple kills go in the way of Insane, but all in all, consolation prizes. It's match point, like you mentioned, and it's going to need to be some flawless work here from Third Impact to get themselves back into this match.
Yeah, there were chances for Third Impact, like, earlier in the game to really throw things their way, but, I mean, the CT money really started to suffer towards the end of that first half. They were unable to really put together a comprehensive buy, or a respectable buy at that, but this is finally a last chance for Third Impact to make one. As shot goes off from 6E, but it's a missed one. So the short water control will be established for Third Impact.
I mean, they're going for the boost here, but it looked like that at least. Walker going to get himself in a position to do the boost, but not really going for it there. I think that with Grape kind of falling off that angle, that opportunity gets denied, and Third Impact when they... Yeah, they're just... Shake is just kind of controlling this entire map there.
Yeah, I mean, they can go up connector, but they have to be wary of what's in bathrooms. They have no... The T is... This time, it's the T side with no information. The CTs are sitting on their laurels. They are happy right now. They are comfortable in their spots right now. See, Shake knows that there is absolutely 0 people coming up from Fountain. Yeah, now he's going to make his way to Party, clear out the con push. He's going to see that there's no one there, and now Triumph are just going to hold down this bomb site with 30 seconds remaining. Shake could even feel confident rotating in, but it's going to be this execute instead, and 60's going to open up onto Gray, Cooper, onto Walker, 60 with the second, and now it's going to be B-Wills short. He's going to fall, and a couple of more frags going both ways, but at the end of the day, it's Shake Zola to close it all down. 16-6 for Triumph. It got out of hand on Inferno, but they close out comfortably here on its Overpass, and that is going to be that. It's Triumph taking the series 2-1.
Yeah, that was a great Overpass there. A great 3-map series, though. We've seen some signs of life from both sides. Triumph kicking things off with a very nice map number 1 on Nuke, and even Third Impact getting that down to the wire. But all in all, a great series for both sides. Huge shout out to Triumph for being able to close that out. B-Wells for a phenomenal map 3. He stepped up to the plate big time in that last map, and that's when you get to that third map, you really got to have some star players come out and be consistent, and I think that was the case for B-Wells in the third series.
Yeah, I mean, it's just dropping 2 4Ks just really put Third Impact's T side in the dirt. There was
nothing you could do. And one of them on a gun round, and then the other on a pistol. So much impact.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like a knockout blow. They didn't really get back up after that, and they kind of just took a beating for the rest of it. And Triumph, again, this is a map they were a lot more confident than on Inferno.
Yeah.
I mean, you could kind of see that even like it was like by round 4 I saw it was already looking like there was some spring in their step, you would say. They were making some seamless calls. They were quickly moving around the map. like sort of gaming the rotations of third
Oh yeah.
impact. And when it came to the CT side, I think it's Wills, man. That's the story of the CT side there.
Certainly, yeah, certainly. That is the case, and a great game overall. That is all we have for you tonight. Huge shout out to Fi for joining me here tonight. Make sure to go show him some love on Twitter, at Fi 3 Ys and then _Y as well. So
It's
go
on your
show him some
screen.
love. It's on your screen. You can't miss it. Right below him. Me at Extra 20. Also hit up my YouTube if you don't mind. I do a little bit of content. I've been taking a break, but I'll be back here shortly once I get some time. You know how school is. But with that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll be back here shortly with some more action, but we will see you soon. Peace.
This camera actually looks skinny.